to your weekly reading. This will take you from the 12th to the 19th of March. And give me a minute here, Aquarius. You've got an awful lot of people around you. I just turned around and the Empress was there. So the Empress is about love. She has the Venus sign here. She's about very sort of earthy love. She's also about prosperity, abundance, motherhood, family, housing, that sort of issue. But the Empress seems to be overlooking you this week. Just so many people. The crowning card is the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups is traditionally a reunion card. It's also about getting what you want. I call this hitting the sweet spot card. So I'm not sure exactly what it is, because you do have the Two of Cups, but you've also got quite a lot of opportunities coming your way. So something is working out in your favour this week, Aquarius. That's essentially how I'm going to read that card. Bottom of the deck, quite an interesting card, the Seven of Swords. Lately, the Seven of Swords is sometimes a feeling that you're a bit stuck, okay? If you look at the image, he's not in his new life yet. He's looking back at these two swords and he's holding these five swords in his hands. So there's a sense with this card that some Aquarius are in an in-between space, not sure about going forward or going backwards or staying the same. It's traditionally a card about deception. It can be, but it's definitely a feeling of, for some reason, that feeling, shall I stay or shall I go? What's going on here? Looking behind you, is at the root of the matter, which is very interesting to have the reconciliation card and getting messages that you need, because message in a bottle is right next to the Six of Cups. This tends to be about basically receiving information that you've been waiting for. It could be on an emotional front or it could be on a creative front. Your other card is the Here and Now card. So the here and now is about living in the present moment, not being too much in the past and too much in the future, which is basically the Seven of Swords as well, because he's looking behind him. He's got a new life beyond this archway, but he's not walking through it. And this additional guidance card, Here and Now, is talking about just living in the present. It'd be a bit like the Fool card in the tarot, turning up for your life and being present, because you start with the King of Swords, and to a certain extent the King of Swords represents quite a similar energy. He's got a crown, he's on a throne, so its highest meaning is that sense of whatever's going on around you, you've got your throne, you're not being thrown off balance. It can represent needing to be a bit emotionally detached. They call it being objective and trying to see the bigger picture, because it comes with a Hanged Man. The Hanged Man represents the crown chakra, Pisces, and it's about surrendering control. But the Hanged Man is someone who's on his road to enlightenment. And part of that process of waking up is a belief that there's a greater pattern in your life that wants to unfold if you just allow it and give it space and trust. Very interesting, these three cards together, because this bottom of the deck is almost your thoughts are stealing your emotional happiness. The King of Swords is very much about being objective, not living in the past and future, because he's claimed his sword, so he's taking control of his mind. The Hanged Man, very, very similar energy. thy will be done. He doesn't even carry coins in his pocket because he lives in that state of surrender and trust. It's right next to the Two of Cups. So some Aquarius, this might just be a relationship issue that's quite strong this week. You might be reuniting with someone from your past. Doesn't have to be from the past, can be someone very much in the present moment. But this is a soulmate card, and it's paired with the Emperor. So this could be an Aries person, it could be a boss, it could be a partnership, someone that you're meeting at work with the Emperor, because the Emperor is the energy of going out every day to make a living. Yeah, it's that very much energy. And the Emperor is married to the Empress. So for some Aquarius, this could be a real soulmate connection that's going on. Remember, the cards aren't gender specific. They are the qualities of energy, but this would be soulmates, and so would this card be. But there might be a sense of needing to surrender control, needing to let go of the outcome. Don't forget, it's not a punishment. It's the Hanged Man, part of the process of waking up and becoming your highest version. You then move on to quite a lot of people. For some reason, I'm going to go to these two Wands cards first. This is very dynamic energy. The Wands, again, can represent sexual attraction. This can be one of the fire signs people. The Emperor is also with fire signs. But this tends to be news coming your way. And it's with the Queen of Pentacles, so this could be news around money, finances, housing, or it could be one of the earth sign females in your life, okay? I'm not sure how it's all going to play out. It's right next to the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is about opportunities. It tends to represent creative potentials. It can be sexual, by the way, because the Wands are very sexual energy. But this Page of Wands represents being drawn to something or someone. He's got all these oranges behind him, which are representing choices he has, but one choice is sticking out. And this page is walking right to this knight, and right next to this knight is a Two of Cups. There is, for some Aquarius, there's some huge sexual attraction with someone going on this week. There is just no way around it. It might be this Emperor, or it might be this Queen of Pentacles. The outcome is also the Seven of Discs. So the Seven of Discs and the Hanged Man are quite similar energies. If I was to give you a really practical metaphor, it'd be someone who's 7 months pregnant. So something is in process of happening, Aquarius, but the outcome is happening in a very slow, very organic, natural way. That's the way we want things to happen. The only thing that happens fast in nature is destruction. Everything worth happening happens in a slow, gradual way. But for some reason, I think for a lot of Aquarius, this is turning out, if it's not romantic love, it's a partnership, a business partnership with the Emperor and all these creative energies. I'd like to clarify that Seven of Swords, because the Seven of Swords to me is a card of uncertainty. Again, quite similar to the Seven of Discs and the Hanged Man. So maybe it's a relationship. Some Aquarius are uncertain where it's going. It might be to do with a job and finances. And please don't laugh. You just got the fork in the road. Yeah. There's a feeling of uncertainty around this week's reading, Aquarius, okay? I didn't get to do your love readings. I was stuck in a storm, okay, in Scotland. So I don't quite know what's going on here. I'm getting a period of uncertainty and being unsure. I think for a lot of you, it's going to be about a relationship. but it might not be that way. For some people, it's a creative project, a new business, and this is business partnership. But it's in process, but there's also messages coming your way. Here and now is the way to banish your fear, Aquarius, okay? So when we're in the here and now, we're not looking over our shoulders at what we've left behind, and we're not focusing on the future. We're allowing the process to unfold, and really what we're doing then is we're moving into one of the highest dynamics you can do, which is the energy of surrender and the Hanged Man. And that's why it's a card of someone who's on his road to enlightenment. Because as we surrender control, life moves in a whole different organic pattern, and we reclaim our joy, Aquarius, and we reclaim our heart and the ability to love in the present moment, okay? I'm sorry, this is a bit complex. I'm an Aquarius and I know exactly what this reading means. And I'll be back next week, okay? Loads of love, guys. Bye.